Hey guys, Alexis Amber here. So I am happy that you guys are liking all my stuff and giving me suggestions finally. So as you can see from the title, today we're doing the Let's Read challenge and we're reading fan fiction of Fan. So the first fic we're gonna read is the Hat Fic. I'm gonna read it out loud. And I have a friend in the room with me, so if you hear someone else throwing up, it's her.
What? Okay.
Okay, so I found an archive of like the worst fan fiction, and that's where I found my fic. This one is the Hat Fic. Hey Dan, can we get a hamster? I always wanted to buy one, but my roommate never thought we would look after it. Phil, we've talked about this. You wouldn't look after it properly. You can hardly look after yourself, he retorted. It wasn't really in an angry way, but he had never even took into account that I was older than him, and I lived by myself before him, so getting a hamster wouldn't be that bad. I decided not to argue. Dan was stubborn and wouldn't change his mind. I was going into town later on anyway, so I needed to get changed. I put on my usual pair of skinny jeans and a top on. The grammar here, come on guys. That's the scariest thing so far. My hamster was one of the best things. I couldn't stop smiling. Buying my hamster was one of the best things I've ever done. Or that's what I thought. I got home and shouted out to Dan, Dan, come and see what I bought. He bounced into the hallway of the front door. What's up? I raised the cage with the furry ball curled up in the corner again. The expression on his face changed from a sweet and innocent smile to a sick and twisted one with an evil glint in his eye. I love it. I was completely wrong about saying no to getting one. He sounded genuine, but there was something about the way he said it that made me feel uneasy. So what's it called? Dan asked. Can we call him Striker, please? I've always loved that name. I don't really know why. Sure. His reply was cold and harsh. Sure. His reply was cold and harsh. What was wrong with him? I shrugged it off and went to my room. It was only 9, but I was tired and felt a bit ill. I pulled on my PJ bottoms and slipped into bed. I know it's gonna get weird really soon.
I'm getting scared already. Like, just knowing that he's getting excited about this hamster.
I woke up during the night, my body freezing cold, and I was unable to move. I opened my eyes, and they were wide with shock. I looked down, and I was naked with ropes tying me to a chair, and in the corner was a sinister-looking Dan that was also naked. Morning, Sleeping Beauty. I was wondering how cold the room had to be for you to wake up. His voice sounded so fluffy and innocent, but the words coming out weren't. He was only wearing his fluffy brown hat. He pulled it off to reveal a smack. I'm so scared!
What is under his hat?
He pulled it off to reveal a small black creature sitting in it. Striker. What the fuck was he doing? I don't normally swear, but this situation was so confusing and I was terrified. What was Dan going to do to me? Dan? What are you doing? Why am I tied up? Why? I stopped when he moved towards me. His expression changed from being happy, like when I woke up, to murderous. Don't be scared, Phil. We're going to have some fun with Striker. He cackled menacingly, which is spelled wrong, and showed off his erect member, making mine start to rise.
Oh my god, no. What are we doing?
He put the hat down, Striker still sitting in there, and faced it with his lens at the perfect height to aim at it. Dan, what are you doing? Please stop. He stormed over to me and gave me a rough kiss. Everything will be okay, I promise. Dan grabbed a gag from behind me and put it over my mouth. He walked back over to the hat and began to stroke, looking over at me as he did so. After a short time, his seed exploded into the hat, but he didn't stop there. He kept on going until the hat was filled to the top. Okay, so like, does that mean he like masturbated multiple times and came in the hat, or he was just like one constant stream of masturbation and cum fluids into this hat with the hamster still in it?
Yeah, the hamster's inside that hat. He's killing the hamster. Not only is he killing it, he's drowning it in his cum. Oh my
Okay,
god.
okay. So that's the thing to think about. Is he masturbating several times, or is he just is his nut like just that busted?
Oh my god. That
Okay.
hamster.
Okay.
Hamster.
The white liquid was nearly spilling over the top, and my poor hamster was barely able to breathe. It was doing the doggy paddle just to survive, and all I could do was sit and watch. Dan grabbed the hamster's head and pushed it down into his own sperm! minutes of his sick games, he pulled it back up, dead. He snapped the hamster's head off, the neck bones shattering and making me mumble, and me making a mumble that was supposed to be a scream. Tears flowed down my face as he squeezed the blood of Stryker into the hat. Oh my god! He looked over at me! He was sick and twisted, but also kind of sexy. He picked up the hat and moved towards me with one hand and undid the gap. Open wide? He's gonna. No! He's gonna make him drink it! I'm done! Oh my god! Okay.
I take a break.
We took a break, calm down, ready to go again. Okay. He picked up the hat and moved towards me, and with one hand undid the gag. Open wide, he said in a sarcastic tone. I did as I was told.
You're gonna drink your hamster?
He just opened his mouth? Okay.
No force?
Nothing. I would have been screaming. I'd have been. Okay.
I wouldn't even scream. I would be like,
Okay. I did as I was told. I didn't know what else was hiding behind me. I don't know what that means. He began to pour the sperm and hamster blood mixture into my mouth, only for me to realize that he had put my poor Stryker back in there, head and body. The fluid tasted disgusting, but partly because it had gotten cold, and also because I knew it was my hamster's blood I was drinking.
I'm about to cry.
I'm about to throw up. He pulled back halfway through, not that I'm complaining, and said, Good little Phil, do I taste nice? My eyes widened. What do I say? I was about to open my mouth when he slapped me. Speak, bitch.
What the fuck?
I wanted to raise my hand to my face. My cold face stung, but his hot, sticky hands touched it. You taste amazing, Dan, I managed to choke out. Oh, there's like 3 pairs. There's a lot left. Yeah, I do. Time for more fun. I didn't like where this was going. He pulled the black body that was coated in white from the hat. Dan rammed it down my throat, causing my gag reflexes to kick in, and I vomited all down my.
This is worse than 2 girls. Oh my god.
It's about to get much worse. And I vomited all down myself. Dan smirked at this and got on his knees. He began to lick all over me. His soft tongue was gliding all over me until it found its way to my throbbing erection. He started at the tip and worked his way all the way down, deep-throating me. It feels so nice. Most people couldn't do this, but it didn't last long. He looked up to me, his innocent brown eyes making me melt.
That guy murdered your hamster, tied you to a bed, slapped you, and called you his bitch. He is far from innocent. He's the Antichrist.
Okay, I got this. We're gonna finish this, guys. We're gonna climb this mountain.
He's the Antichrist.
Okay. Promise you won't run? He sounded so sorry, so I nodded. He got up and untied me. He grabbed me by the shoulders. I'm going to lie on the floor. You are going to pour the rest of the hat on me and lick it off, okay? He growled. My sweet, loving Dan was gone then. I quickly nodded, and he got to the floor. I grabbed the hat and poured it on him, just as he commanded. I began to lick it off him. The mixture wasn't as bad as last time. I think that's because I'm not having it forced down my throat. Suck me off, Phil. It sounded so weird, but yet again, I did as I was told. I wasn't as good as him. I could only fit half of him in my mouth before I felt sick. Maybe it's because it's.
You just tried hamster and jizz! Maybe you're feeling sick because you're eating your pet!
I was going for what seemed like forever before he pushed my head away. You've done well, but there was one last thing I need you to do. He pulled out the hamster's head from the pile of leftover stick. When you say stop, I will, but only if I think you've done good enough. I started to shake and tremble. Dan put his arm around me. It's okay. It won't be that bad. He hushed me. He was so much nicer again. Are you ready? He asked me, a sense of impatience growing in his tone. Yes, Dan, I stuttered out, and he quickly rolled me onto my front, his hands placed on top of my back, pinning me down, the hamster's head in his other. the hamster's head in his other hand nearing my rectum. I know where this is going. He
He rapes him with a hamster!
He rammed it in with no hesitation, and a burning sensation burned throughout me. For the rest of it, he used his manhood to push it in. I wanted to say stop, but he wouldn't. I know it. Finally, it got too much, and I screamed out stop. And screamed, and I screamed out stop. I looked back at Dan, who just grinned. Come, come, Come on, Phil, I know you can do better than that. He forcefully went in further, not quite all the way, though. Dan, please, I'm begging you to stop. It's so sore, I pleaded, the burning sensation turning into a stabbing feeling. Dan stroked my hair gently, pulled out of me. The hamster's head was still inside me. It felt horrible, knowing that I had a dead animal's head sitting inside my intestines. Dan put his hand inside me, and he went deep. I cried out in pain. I felt like exploding. He finally showed me his hand with the head in it. I wished the torture was over, but I knew Dan would have other plans. But this time he did it, and just wrapped his arms around my hips. Let's go to bed, Dan said, pulling me up as he said so. I leaned in for a kiss, and so did he. We walked into my room, and when we got in, he pushed me onto the bed. I thought he was going to want sex, but he was so caring and just spooned me until we fell asleep. I woke up to find Dan with the hamster's body and head in his mouth, chewing violently, bones snapping and crunching under his teeth. He had blood dripping from his chin. He crawled over to me and I licked it off for him. He grinned as though I read his thoughts and finished eating. And every month, we buy a hamster.
What the hell was this? You told. Why? 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 No!
Come on, Winter! She's fine. She's fine, Alyssa. It's okay.
They killed hamsters. No, I can't. I'm getting out of here. I'm not reading about cheese.
You come back and you read the rest of these fics with me.
Oh my god. He shoved a hamster in his.
Alicia, I mean, what's it?
He licked blood off his face. He ate his hamster.
What you guys just saw was me and my friend read the Hat Fic. We tried to read the hairdryer fic and we couldn't get through it. It was just, we were sick. We had to leave the house. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. If you were able to make it to the end, you are a strong individual. If there's anything else, any other fanfics you guys want me to read, any other weird shit you guys want me to do, comment. If not, I think I have a video coming up Wednesday. So Thursday. We're making it Wednesday, editing it and stuff, so it'll be up by Thursday. So guys, I hope you guys enjoy what I do for you because that shit was disgusting. Okay? It was gross.